The lights dimmed, the crowd roared. It was electric inside Manchester's AO Arena. Derek Chisora stepped into the ring for the final time on UK soil. A wave of emotion washed over him. This was it, his last dance in front of his home crowd. Across the ring stood Otto Wallin, a formidable opponent. The air crackled with anticipation. This fight was more than just a bout, it was a farewell, a career forged in relentless determination and heart. Chisora vowed to end his UK journey on a high. His career was woven with victories and defeats. But his fighting spirit remained constant. He never backed down from a challenge. He never took a backward step. Tonight, he aimed for a resounding victory. The bell rang, signaling the start, and the crowd erupted. Chisora and Wallin touched gloves, a moment of mutual respect. They circled each other, sizing up. The crowd held its breath. This was Chisora's night, his moment to shine one last time. From the opening bell, Chisora unleashed a furious assault. He pressed forward relentlessly, unleashing a barrage of powerful hooks and uppercuts. Wallin, known for his granite chin and awkward style, absorbed the punishment and fired back with his own stinging jabs. The first few rounds were a back-and-forth affair. Both fighters landed their share of blows, each punch echoing through the arena like a thunderclap. Chisora, true to his nature, refused to take a backward step. The crowd roared with every punch Chisora threw. They chanted his name, urging him forward. Their energy fueled his determination. In the fifth round, amidst the furious exchange, a clash of heads opened a cut above Chisora's left eye. Blood trickled down his face, a crimson mask of defiance. The ringside doctor examined the cut, but Chisora waved him away impatiently. There was no stopping him now. Not tonight. Undeterred by the injury, Chisora continued his relentless assault. He stalked Wallin around the ring, his determination fueled by the cheers of the crowd and the burning desire to end his UK career on his own terms. Wallin, to his credit, refused to fold. He weathered the storm, showcasing his own grit and determination. The fight raged on, a testament to the indomitable spirit of both warriors. The cut above Chisora's eye proved to be a nuisance, but it did little to dampen his fighting spirit. He wiped the blood away with his glove and continued his relentless pursuit of Wallin. The Swedish fighter, known for his durability, was proving to be a tough nut to crack. He used his reach and jab to keep Chisora at bay, but the Englishman's pressure was relentless. He kept coming forward, throwing punches from every angle. The crowd roared with every punch Chisora landed. They knew they were witnessing something special, a true warrior's display of heart and determination. The atmosphere inside the arena was electric, a potent mix of anticipation and admiration for the two fighters who were leaving it all in the ring. As the fight wore on, both fighters started to show signs of fatigue. Their punches, while still powerful, were thrown with a little less snap. Their movements became a tad slower. But even in the later rounds, the intensity never waned. Neither fighter was willing to give an inch. They had both come too far, sacrificed too much, to let this opportunity slip away. The championship rounds were upon them, and the fight was there for the taking. A heart filled with gratitude. Before the championship rounds began, a hush fell over the arena as Chisora took a moment to acknowledge the crowd. He raised his gloves in the air, a gesture of gratitude to the thousands who had come to witness his final UK fight. A wave of emotion washed over him as he soaked in the adulation. This was his city, his people, his moment. He had poured his heart and soul into every fight he had ever fought on UK soil, and the fans had always been there to support him. They had ridden the highs and lows with him, celebrating his victories and sharing his pain in defeat, and tonight, he was determined to give them a performance to remember. The bell rang, signaling the start of the 10th round, and Chisora went back to work. He fought with a renewed sense of purpose, his every move fueled by the love and support of the crowd. Wallin, to his credit, refused to back down. He stood toe-to-toe with Chisora, trading punches with the heart of a lion. The judges have spoken. The final bell rang, signaling the end of a grueling, action-packed fight. Both fighters, exhausted but proud, raised their arms in victory, each believing they had done enough to earn the judge's nod. The crowd rose to their feet, giving both warriors a standing ovation. It had been a fight for the ages, a fitting end to Chisora's UK boxing journey. The tension in the arena was palpable as the judges' scorecards were tallied. Chisora stood in his corner, his face a mask of blood and sweat, his chest heaving from the exertion. He had left everything he had in the ring, and now all he could do was wait. The announcer's voice boomed through the arena, and the winner, by unanimous decision, Derek wore Chisora. The crowd erupted in a frenzy of cheers and applause. Chisora, his face breaking into a wide grin, raised his arms in victory. He had done it. He had ended his UK boxing career on his own terms, with a hard-fought victory in front of his adoring fans. 50 fights and a legacy forged. Derek Chisora, with 49 fights under his belt, had cemented his place as a true warrior of the sport. He had faced some of the biggest names in boxing, always willing to test himself against the best. His fighting style, a relentless combination of aggression and heart, had made him a fan favorite around the world. But it was his unwavering spirit, his refusal to back down from a challenge, that truly defined his legacy. He had faced adversity throughout his career, both inside and outside the ring, but he always came back stronger. He was a fighter in every sense of the word, and his name would forever be etched in the annals of British boxing history. As he stood in the ring, basking in the glow of his victory, Chisora couldn't help but reflect on his journey. It had been a wild ride, filled with its fair share of ups and downs. But through it all, he had stayed true to himself, never compromising his fighting spirit or his love for the sport. The future beckons, one last time. As the dust settled on his final UK fight, Derek Chisora set his sights on one last challenge, his 50th professional fight. He had achieved everything he had set out to do in his homeland, and now, he was ready for one final hurrah on the international stage. The boxing world was abuzz with speculation about who Chisora would choose as his final opponent. Names like Dillian Whyte, a longtime rival, and even former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou were thrown into the mix. Chisora, never one to shy away from a challenge, welcomed the speculation. He promised his fans one last epic battle, a fitting conclusion to a career defined by heart, determination, and an unwavering will to win. The future remained uncertain, but one thing was for sure. Derek Chisora, the warrior from Finchley, was far from done. He had one last fight left in him, one last opportunity to showcase his skills and leave an indelible mark on the sport he loved. And the boxing world waited with bated breath to see who would have the honor of sharing the ring with him in his final dance. Remember to like and subscribe for more boxing stories and updates.